Alright, once again, yesterday was kind of a crappy day. I hope today's a better day. Today is reorganization day, and also one other little thing, I was recapping some footage from yesterday of my Italian bees at the entrance, and I noticed Varroa. So, the Italians have Varroa, Hive left has Varroa, I'm assuming Hive right has Varroa. Everybody's getting treatment today. So yesterday I put on the quick strips in this hive. This hive's being treated right now for Varroa. Put the screens on and all. There are still Italian bees trying to get into this hive. There's still a robbing attempt going on right here. Alright, I'm going to go into my Italians right now. I'm going to restructure the hive. I'm going to put brood on the bottom, honey on the top and on the outsides. I'm going to treat, and I'm going to see if they have any extra honey that they're just not using. First thing I want to do is find the brood and get the brood on the bottom. That is a heavy box. This is where our queen has been. Chances are the queen is right here. So I'm going to pull this out, put it on the side. I want to try and make this a brood box down at the bottom. Empty, all empty down here so far. I want to get over here where there's action. Nothing on there. Nothing. Come on. Something's got to be down here. There's the brood. Okay. We got brood. Alright. The hive's looking good. There's a lot of brood down here. This is great. Everything looks good down here. What I'm going to do is put brood next to the brood. I'm going to put them all down here because I want to condense them down. All right, put a nectar on the outside here. A drawn out frame. You got a brood frame. Brood is going down next to brood. Apivar. Now, this box is going to be frames that are drawn out, that have some nectar and some space for brood. So these are drawn frames. I don't think they like my gloves. Some nectar on this. There's some open space on this one. It's nectar and honey, but there's a lot of open space too. We have the bottom level is brood, about 8 frames across. Got some honey on the outside. This level here we have honey on the outside and then open frames, empty frames. We got our Apivar strips in the bottom. Next up we're going to have a super of honey. Alright, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one frame. I am robbing. I'm going to have one frame of their honey. This is all honey up here. Give them some more honey, more of their own honey. That is a heavy, heavy frame. That is all for them. I'm going to actually leave, I think I might just leave 9 up here because it's so packed. Yeah, they're not happy with me right now. I'm going to leave these like this and let them build wide. This is their honey. They're taking this honey. I don't have room for another frame at this point. Okay, cover's going on. They're getting syrup. All right, so we have about 8 solid frames of brood in the bottom. Honey on the outside. We have honey on the outside here, and we have 8 empty frames, but drawn out in this box, directly above the brood nest. Then we have about 9 solid honey frames here at the very top of the hive. Up here we got the feeder. The bees are going to come up, they're going to take food, They can bring it down and fill up these frames with nectar as they wish, or the queen can come up and start laying in this area. We are going for like a brood sort of sphere in the middle of the hive in this area. So now she has room to move up, they have room to bring syrup down, they got honey stores, and they got nectar coming in here now. That's the idea. Okay, time to do the same thing with the Russian hive right, except there's not going to be so much moving of frames. I'm just going to treat them with the Apivar and see if they have any excess honey they want to give up. It's funny, this was the weak hive, and now it seems to be the stronger hive of the Russians. Taking this off, and I'm going to put the strips right in there. Oh my God, that's heavy. They do not like black gloves. All right, I am going to see about grabbing a frame of honey from these nice bees, and then they're going to get some syrup. Maybe. Yep. Okay, I'm going to take this frame from them and I'm going to replace it with an empty frame that is drawn, and close everything up. And I'm going to give them a new gallon of syrup, and they have their treatment. All right, so we got the treatment down here in the brood nest. The queen wasn't laying as of yesterday, but if she wants to start laying, she can start laying down here. There is a lot of space. There's also honey down here on the outsides. We have about 7 frames of honey up here. We have an empty frame up here. They're treated, and they have a gallon of syrup. Hopefully the syrup might start stimulating that queen to lay some eggs. What a weekend. Wow. So what I did today was what I thought I was going to do yesterday before I found all that Varroa. Now, I've since learned, I just spoke to my mentor, and I went up to get some Apivar strips from him, and I spoke to him, and he told me something interesting about the VSH bees, or the Varroa resistant bees, or the hygienic bees. Apparently, they've recently learned that there are 2 kinds of hygienic bees. One kind of bee tends to clean itself, clean the Varroa off its back. The other kind of bee goes into cells and rips out the Varroa that are in the cells. If they find larvae or pupa that have Varroa, they rip those out and get them out. But those bees don't tend to clean themselves. The opposite's true of the other ones. There's ones that clean themselves, but they don't go into cells and clean. And what I just heard today was that they're now trying to breed those bees together to create a strain of bees that do both. So that'd be cool. Either way, I guess I have the kind of bee that goes into cells and cleans out cells, but that doesn't care about Varroa walking all over them. So that's what I have. Hive left is getting the full-on fumigation with the formic acid. Hive right and the Italians got the Apivar strips. Those are going to stay in there for about 30-40 days, which will take us right into wintertime. But on those strips, the bees actually have to walk past the strips and get the amitraz on them, and that will kill the mites. The formic acid treatment in hive left is just like a fumigation, and that gets the Varroa that are in cells, if there are any Varroa in the cells. So it gets the whole hive. So I should come out here in about a week and see, 1,000 mites all over the mite board. And yes, my bees had such a good September that I decided that I wanted to take a little honey. So I've been a beekeeper for 512 days now, and I've never tasted honey from my bees, but that's going to change today. So if you're thinking about getting into this, or if you already do it, it is a roller coaster. Never a dull moment with the bees. So thanks for watching. If you had fun, if you enjoyed the video at all, if you learned anything, please hit the like, subscribe to the channel, and do that thing you do in the comments. And I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. All right, I just want to do a quick check of the mite board. The quick strips have been on the hive left Russian hive for about 24 hours. So I just want to see what's going on. This was cleaned off yesterday. Yeah. This is 24 hours. Several hundred, maybe 1,000 dead mites right there. Totally dead. All right, watch this.
Look at that.
There we go.